The channel, Rusty Raccoons, where we're in the process of restoring a Avenger GT12. I kind of want to give you a little update on what I've been doing on it. Basically tore all the carpet out inside it. Only thing I haven't taken out is the headliner. But you can see, I think that's where they used probably a heat in it at one time, I don't know, but those were covered up with the carpet. It's got a hole over there. I don't know if they had a cable running through there at one time or something, I don't know. And then it's got some caps up there that I don't know what those are for either. There's two on each side. To figure that out later. But it kind of shows you why I want to pull the body off of the car. Look at that. Nice little patch going on there. But it's still got some rust going on in there. And then if you go to the driver's side, oh boy, she's got some holes. I knew it when I bought it, it was like this because I have to do some stuff to it anyways. So, but you can kind of see she's a little crusty, you know, there. What we're gonna do though anyways is we got to take it from about here and then drop this like 3 inches. We might even come up a little bit farther once we lay it out up here, and then drop it 3 inches so you get a little bit more head clearance. Like I said before, I'm 6'1" and I can't put my head up straight in the car. It's just too tight, so I've got to drop it. So I got one of the pans over there. That's for the driver's side to kind of tinker around with it. I don't know if I'm probably going to end up pulling the body off first before I do that. I think it'll be a lot easier with the body off and put that in. But yeah, I mean, that's the main reason. You can see all the screws going around it. That's part of holding the body in, and then you have all these bolts here that hold the body on, and they go up. I don't know what that is. And then here, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. A lot of this stuff is not bad. It's just mainly right here. These holes here where the seats were bolted into. That one. I don't know why we'll have to fill up a couple of those. But I bet if I pulled that piece out, it's just going to be one gaping hole underneath the car. But I went ahead and pulled that door panel off. Stuff like that. So, but what I think I want to concentrate on now. Oh, and one other thing. I started taking off this trim. Window stainless. And look at all this caulk they got in there. I mean, I can understand caulking it and worrying about it leaking, but that's a little excessive. The stainless was, I got it off in didn't damage it, but it was a booger because you can get to the clips, but then this was stuck to the trim, and you had to pull it, stuff like that, to try to get it off. So I don't know, I got to figure out how to get these off. I don't know if you push them or what. I got to figure all that type of stuff out. But this is like, I mean, look at how, I mean, why? It was the same way back here. I dug a lot of it out back here, but it was the same way back here. I don't know if when they designed the kits, if the glass doesn't fit really good in them. I don't know, but we'll have to tackle that. I mean, I got to get the glass out of it eventually anyways, and hopefully not break it, because that's probably, I don't know, $1,000 piece of glass or something. I don't know, that's from a 67 Mustang Fastback. I think this one's from a Mustang too, but I'm not 100% sure. I need to look at the brochure and see where that came out of. Probably the windshield wipers are off the Volkswagen. Probably. Well, I'm not sure. I got a pamphlet in there. It's like an older pamphlet from Fiber Fab that kind of shows you some stuff. but I'm still doing more research on it, trying to figure out and kind of dive into it a lot more and get more specifics on what parts what, because like this door over here, I think this one has a 67 vent window and glass in it, but then if you go over here, this one has a one-piece glass, and then it uses, if you see in here, it's right here, it uses a Volkswagen like a window regulator. And the only way, I put a new one in there, the only way, and it's per the FiberFab manual, is to cut a slot so you can get it in there. Get the other one out and get the other one in. Then you got to come back and fiberglass that. That was the only way they said you could do it. So I tried to find a spot that, I don't know, was easy patchable, but I mean, it rolls up okay and stuff. I just don't know. I've heard of people putting in power windows and stuff in them, but I'd have to do a lot more drilling into that side of it and go check that out, because I have no idea. But I think what we're going to concentrate today is I'm going to get some foam. I got some foam. I think I'm going to hot glue some foam on here. That limited edition is just stuck on there. It's not a, they didn't make limited edition cars. I got told that by numerous people, that was just a sticker that somebody put in there, but it's not a limited edition. I don't think they made any limited editions, but I'm going to try to put some foam in here, hot glue it on. You know, you can get the hot glue off of the paint with, alcohol or whatever, but it's going to have to all be sanded anyway. Put some foam in here, and maybe down there, and see if we can kind of shape it and see if I like the way it looks with the, I want some vents on there. I want them to be this way where you look into it and then the air flows this way, and then we open it up here, and where the air flows this way and goes that way. Same thing with this one. Air will go this way, we open up a little notch here, and air will go that way and go that way. I just think it might give the car a little bit more of an aggressive look. So let me get some foam and then get the hot glue gun, and then I'll be back when I start gluing that stuff on. Okay guys, I got some styrofoam in there. We're gonna see what happens. I put blue tape all the way behind it so I didn't have to fight trying to get the hot glue off. We're just gonna try it and see what happens. I'm just gonna use like a sander over there and try to shape it and see if it works or if it doesn't. I mean, I can get it close, and then when I do the piece over top of it, I can seal that styrofoam up and do the piece over top of it, the fiberglass or whatever I make it out of. Then I can fill it in a little bit and get it closer to the actual reveal of it. But this is kind of like the first trial one, and we can see what happens. So let me turn this thing on, maybe turn it down a little bit. It's gonna make styrofoam go everywhere. But it sands it pretty good. It's snowing right now, man. And I got a block if I have to do that. This is just trial and error right now, seeing what we can do with it. So I want it to keep the same body line but kind of come out. So like I say, I don't know if there's a right way to do it. There's the only way I thought about doing it. When you get the top, you get the bottom closed, and then we're going to work work the middle. And that's getting close there. It's hard. Close. Pretty close there. Hit the front. I'm gonna say this is just trial and error, trying to figure out, kind of get what it would look like. There are probably easier ways, but I'm no professional. I just try to work with what I have. And that's getting close. Now, this is the fun part, trying to shape it. You get a block, some sandpaper. I can't find my block. I have to look for it, but I can do it this way. It's not looking that bad. You don't need some glue. I don't need some tuning and stuff around it, but that can all be with the mold. Just fine tuning the mold for it. Pretty close there. Hit a rag, wipe it down. I'm gonna wipe the car down a little bit. Let's see. Let me close the door. Close the door. I think it looks better. First, it'll look better once we get this kind of notch. This is just for the outside. So once this is formed up and made, it'll only be like a 1/4 inch thick. So this will all be open. So you don't have to worry about that. But it'll come this way. Now I can build that out of fiberglass. On top of that, build it out. And then dig this out when I'm done with it. So the fiberglass can come like this. But I don't think that looks too bad. What do you think, guys? Let me know. I mean, maybe if I get to I mean, I don't think it looks too bad. I think it looks better with it than without it. I don't know, let me know what you think. Harder one is going to be that one, because we have to try to figure out what to do. Okay, I guess it's just going to come this way, like come from here and come that way, maybe here, come that way. That one's going to be a little bit tougher to do, but yeah, we'll figure something else with it though. We'll figure something out. But I think that one looks better. And then with it out there, and then that'll all be open in the middle of it. Like I say, in that middle section, like where that lock and stuff is, that'll be hollow. So then I have to, I can hollow all that out. I mean, once I make the piece, it'll all be hollow in there. So I just have to decide if I want to take that piece off, that styrofoam off, and build the piece there. Okay, so the next one's going to be this one. It'd be a little bit more fun to do, but I don't think it'd be that bad. I'm not going to take that off. I'm just going to leave that limited edition on it for now. But I'll tape it all off. And tape it off kind of the same way I did that one. And then liquid glue some foam on there. Try to cut it where it fits in here halfway decent, you know. And then we'll try to mold that one and see. I mean, you can see that one there. And if you go around to the other side of the car, the difference in it. So you can see the difference in that one versus the difference in the other one. I think I like this side better. I think it gives it more of a aggressive look. That's what I'm trying to go for. So kind of make it different, stand out a little bit different. Stuff like that. The same thing I'm going to end up doing up here. I'm going to do some different stuff up there. So, but I really appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you subscribe, like it, stuff like that. It kind of helps a little bit. So just trying to document the progress on doing this thing and see what happens, where we go from there. But I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for watching. God bless.